Irving Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
From the gymnasium of Irving High School, it's the Game of the Week on ICTN. We feature the Marauders of Flower Mound Marcus up against the Irving Tigers. I'm Bob Barry along with Lance Brown. And Lance, we got something interesting, I think, in that the Marauders really have an outstanding player, 6'4", kid by the name of Adams, going to go to the University of New Mexico, has already signed for a scholarship. And it's going to be up to the Tigers to try and stop this guy. Good luck.
Well, yeah.
Good luck.
Easier said than done.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at this young Adams kid because, folks, this kid is a hoss. Texas Hoop, in fact, had Adams ranked as the 8th best player in the state. I mean, he's strong, powerful, aggressive. Look at this kid, man. He just looks like a player. Can handle the ball up on top, create, get to the paint, explosive finisher, shoot the threes. And he's already signed, as you can see, to play basketball for the University of New Mexico, Los Lobos of New Mexico, that is. Tiger coach Stephen Perry, on the other hand, this year, is going to look to this young man, Nelson Villatoro, to supply so much of the scoring punch for this team. The 5'5" senior, one of the Tigers' top scorers last year, averaging over 11 points a contest for this season. So can the Tigers slow down Xavier Adams? We're going to find this out in just a moment, Robert.
That we will. The tip-off comes up in just a moment.
Just about set for tip-off here at Irving High. Lance Brown and Bob Berry, we're so glad you're along for this contest. It is a very cold day outside, so we're awful glad to be inside. That's to say the very least. The Marcus Marauders are off to a very good start this year. They are 4-0, and they're one of the top teams in the area. And here are the starters. They'll come up with Michael Mayhew, Mark Vaughn, Xavier Adams, and we already talked about that young man being their big hoss. Then you got Michael Wheeler and Jack Holden, who will also be your starters. They like to play a lot of kids. Irving Tigers tonight are going to be without Michael Coley, one of their fine young players. But here are the starting lineups as you're seeing Mr. R.J. Willis coming out on the floor. Kevon Thomas will be out there along with the young man we mentioned a little bit earlier, Nelson Villatoro. We already mentioned Willis and Garcia, and Grant Bowman, just introduced, will be in the pivot. Irving so far this year, they are 1-4 on the season as they come in here. And this is the results so far as they, the only victory is over Keller Timber Creek, as they lost to Legacy, Wakeland, McKinney, and Fossil Ridge. As I mentioned, Marcus 4-0 this season. And they is playing some good basketball, although they had a nail-biter to beat Trinity in their last ball game. The officials for tonight's ball game, Chris Williams, Al-J. Bettis, and Jarrell Daniels. This is actually being taped on a Monday afternoon, so it's a little bit different than normal. But as you can see, Adams in the circle there. And here with the play-by-play, Bob Berry.
Adams and Garcia with the tip, and the tip controlled by the Marauders. The Marauders in black uniforms with red numerals. They go into the forward. Back out they come. Adams to his teammate. It takes it and loses the ball. But Adams, with that quickness, picks it back up, feeds Willer. The shot from the corner is up, around, and no good. And the rebound taken off by the Irving Tigers, and up they come quickly. Tigers with the ball. There's a shot way off the park.
Yeah, Bowman wasn't even close there.
Yeah, Villatoro puts it up, shot is up and in, and fouled in the act of shooting and going to the line for a three-point play is R.J. Willis. Villatoro probably will show you the replay right here. He's a little guy, so he's really got to hustle. There's R.J. Willis stealing it and then going up for the two-pointer, and now he'll take the foul shot.
Willis so far this season averaging about 4.5 points a game.
Shot hits the back of the iron, no good. And taken off by Adams. The Marauders in the past have been a very patient team with the ball. Looks like that's the way they are now. Moving it around. Here's a shot from the wing. It's up and in. That's Jack Holden. So Holden hits a two-pointer. We're tied at 2-all.
Boy, the point guard, Michael Wheeler, has twice passed up open shots. It could have been threes.
Villatoro shooting for three and hitting. Now the Marauders. This is Adams. Puts an off-balance shot. No good. Ball down on the floor. Fought for. Adams. The shot reverse layup. No good. And the Tigers have it. And up they come. Kevon Thomas with it, gives to Villatoro. Shot is up. Oh, good. Wow, way off the mark. And here come the Marauders.
Yeah. Word, yeah.
Yeah, easy to say that one was no good. Adams from the wing puts it up, no good. His teammate banks it in off the glass. Get that basket to Mark Vaughn. 5-4 our score. The Tigers by 1.
And you know, that's something we could see down the line here, Bob, is the fact that they've got
some big guys. Yeah, they really do.
They got some big boys out there.
Villatoro passes off to Willis. They go inside to the wingman and puts it up and in. Grant Bowman got the real nice pass and banked it in off the glass. The Tigers up by 3, 7-4. A shot for three is up, no good. Loose ball fought for, taken by Adams. His shot no good, but he's fouled in the act of shooting, and to go to the line for 2 shots. Opening minutes here in the first quarter. Bob Barry along with Lance Brown bringing you this game. Lucky to get it in too. We had a call for ice, but fortunately it did not materialize in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Adams hitting. Adams to get his second shot. Puts it up and in.
He's smooth, ain't he?
Yes, he is. Pressure being applied by the Marauders, but the Tigers driven to Villatoro. His pass deflected off and picked up by the Marauders. Long out in the pass to Adams. Lays it up and in. Shows you that athletic ability.
Boy,
right
you just love to see him glide, don't you?
Exactly.
Kind of like an Elgin Baylor move. Who nobody remembers you and I.
Well, folks, he was a great player.
He used to glide like that.
Yeah. This is Garcia on the outside. He gets it off to Thomas, and back they come to Willis.
Interesting, I pick a guy who's been retired for 40 years. That's how images burn in your mind about players. And moves.
Very good defense by the Marauders right here.
Boy, they are.
Yeah. This is Willis with the ball. Gives it to Villatoro, puts up a quick one-hander. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Down come the Marauders. This is Wheeler to the top of the key, gets it back off to his teammate. Back to Wheeler. Now we'll pull it back out. Wheeler still has it.
Boy, Wheeler is very patient. There's
yes,
no one around him.
Yeah. Shot is up and short. Garcia with the board. And here comes Thomas of the Tigers. Thomas pulls up the one-hander. Got it. Tigers back out in front by 1, 9-8. Adams put the shot up. No good. Tried to follow it up but couldn't do it. Now Willis drives, penetrates, puts up the shot, and hits. Wow. Boy, there's some athletic ability.
Yeah.
By R.J. Willis, yeah. Adams at the top of the circle. He feeds his teammate, who hits the tray. It's Michael Mayhew for the three-pointer. We're tied at 11. This is Bowman on the outside. Gets it over to Willis, now back to Thomas. Thomas feeds Viatoro, who shoots one up and way short. His last two shots been way off the mark. Mayhew puts up the one-hander, no good. Loose ball picked up by Garcia, but a foul going to be called against the Marauders. Might be against Adams. Oh, we have some substitutes coming in. Or they're going to try and come in. Keyshawn Mitchell waiting to come in for the Tigers.
Another one of the footballers. Keyshawn Mitchell, Ivan Perla, Kevon Thomas, and Michael Coley. There's Clay Cody. Has had quite a lot of success as a head coach. He's spent 7 years down in Waco. Had a brief chat with him before the ball game. Very personable guy.
Mitchell and Jimenez are in now for the Tigers. Viatoro shot good. And he's fouled in the act of shooting, and we'll try and make this a three-point play.
The thing about being a scorer is you have to have a short memory, Bob.
Yeah, you got to forget those missed shots.
And that was just a heck of a move there. And he has 6.
So the Tigers up by 3, 14-11. Wheeler looking for an open man. Wheeler again. Boy, he really handles the ball. The shot is up and no good. And the board is taken off by Thomas, but a whistle underneath. And let's see, the foul is going to be against an Irving player. That foul going to go against Bowman. Pushing off under the glass. Wheeler again with the ball. Constantly looking for an open man is Mr. Wheeler. Good defense by the Tigers. Marauders having real trouble on this zone defense. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound taken off by Mitchell of the Tigers, who almost threw it away.
Good hustle and bad teamwork that time by the Tigers. Good hustle by Marcus.
Stephen
Williams not happy with that, and as a result.
Garcia coming back in. Bowman will get a rest. So we have Viatoro and Willis, Mitchell, Garcia, and Jimenez. They are the 5 Tiger players out on the court. This is Viatoro. Jimenez with it. Viatoro tried to feed Garcia, but the ball was picked off by the Marauders. And here they come. Mayhew with it. They go inside, loose ball fought for, picked up by the Marauders. Mayhew now replacing Wheeler, so he'll be at the top of the key trying to engineer some plays. Driving to the basket and shooting and missing. No good. 2 shots, no good, but the third one up and in by Adams. First shot taken by Robinson would not fall, but Adams with the good body control got the board and the deuce.
Tigers going to play for the last shot, evidently.
Viatoro passes off to Garcia and lays it up and in. Nice passing here by the Tigers. 2 seconds to go. Adams at the buzzer. No good. So we've come to the end of 1 quarter of play. The Tigers up by 3, 16-13. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're ready to start the second quarter of play. To put the ball in play, this is Viatoro. Gets it off to Willis. Mitchell with it. Fires into the corner to Viatoro. He saves it with a bad pass. Jimenez feeds Willis. Now Jimenez has it. They look inside to Garcia. They get it. And he puts it in for the basket.
Boy, talk about threading the needle.
Yeah, really. So here comes Mayhew of the Marauders. Stephen Robinson had it and lost it. And the Tigers will put it in play. The Tigers with their biggest lead of the game thus far. They're up by 5, 18-13.
Sounds like a movie, though. Mayhew of the Marauders.
Mayhew of the Marauders, yeah. Love the alliteration.
Yes. Coming this week. It's me.
At your nearest theater.
In a week.
Pass again into Garcia. Can't not make the connection this time. And this is Robinson getting off to Adams.
Little mismatch there.
Yeah.
Viatoro and Adams.
Just a tad. Robinson on the outside gets it back to Mayhew. Mayhew drives, passes off to his teammate, puts the shot up, no good. Mitchell gets the rebound. Good rebound that time by Mitchell.
Tell you what, this Marcus team is very unselfish, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they move that ball.
They're always looking for the open guy. There's Viatoro, who hits the tray.
That should have counted 5. That was just so big and so long and so so beautiful.
Had on the ice on top of it. 21-13. The Tigers by 8. And walking the call against the Marauders.
I think we're going to have a timeout, yeah.
Brandon Smithy, the man who took the extra steps there. And there's Coach Perry. You got to be kind of happy with the way the game's gone thus far.
So far, he's not bad. And Coach Cody probably not all that thrilled with how things have been going so far. They've looked a little ragged. And I was kidding with Coach Perry before the ball game, saying that, you know, this must be a matinee because you're not in a usually he's Mr. Dapper.
Yes,
in a beautiful suit and tie and coat.
Sartorial splendor.
Oh yes, I love that. I love how you say that too. Yeah, he dressed well too.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, just a nice Tiger, simple black basketball shirt today. And on him, everything looks good anyway. On an old fat boy like me, everything looks terrible. But
so play resumes.
Yep.
Mayhew almost stole it, and he did.
He did.
Yeah. Ball off the foot
of Thomas.
Kevon Thomas.
Oh, no.
Shot by Adams, no good, and another shot way off the mark that
Well,
time
it was partially blocked.
For Plank. Putting it up and missing it, so the Tigers have got the ball. I stand corrected, the Marauders have it.
Yeah, because it's touched by Garcia.
Driving with the ball and passing off, and steps taken.
He did.
Yeah, steps taken by Jack Holden, the senior. Pressure being applied by the Marauders. This is Viatoro up against Wheeler. Thomas goes into Garcia. Back to Thomas, puts the layup in and no good. Could not get it to drop off the glass. Here is Adams, a long outlet pass taken off by Thomas. Thomas in turn feeds Garcia, who drives, loses it, loose ball rejected on the shot. And back comes Mayhew. They got a 2-on-2. Mayhew drives, penetrates, and hits.
That was pretty. Adams with the block, they get it down court. Here's another one down court. And a turnover.
That ball last touched by Willis. Bowman coming back in. He'll take Garcia's place. So an exchange of big men. Ivan Perla also into the game.
Well, Perry wasn't particularly happy with what Garcia did in there, so. Ruh-roh.
Ball thrown away by Wheeler. Wheeler that time thought that his teammate, Jack Holden, was going to cut, and Holden didn't, just stood flat-footed, so the ball went out of bounds.
Vaughn is in for Plank.
Viatora feeds Perla. They go inside. Now this is Perla's shot, no good. And the Marauders have the ball. Now they come quickly. Passes into the corner, back to Wheeler, who drives, loses the ball. Picked up by the Tigers, and a long outlet pass to Viatora. He'll wait for the three-pointer, no good. Boy, talk about fast and furious. Adams with the slam. Nice feed.
They might call a Tay on him for hanging on the rim, but.
And we have a timeout called. The Tigers, who had an 8-point lead, have seen it cut to 4. Look at this pass by Holden to Adams, who comes in and wham.
I'd call that a stuff.
Oh, evidently comes back out. Okay, so we keep tempo. Do you understand? We have to execute it. Everybody has to go. Hey, one person.
A regrouping for both sides.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to reshuffle the deck and hope you get the right deal.
So for the Tigers out on the court, we've got Perla and Bowman and Viatora. We have Thomas and Willis. Wills, rather, not Willis, Wills. R.J. Wills. This is Wills with the ball being double teamed. Blocking foul going to be called against Holden. As far as fouls are concerned, the Tigers have 2. I believe that might be the 4th against the visitors. And it is. Mitchell will inbound for the Tigers. Willis feeds Thomas. Back to Viatora. Now Willis has it, facing a man-to-man defense. Well, let's... Mitchell jumps, puts up the one-hander, no good. Hit the top of the rim and bounce back. Now here is Mayhew bringing the ball into offensive court. Feeds Adams, back to Mayhew. Mayhew, the one-handed shot up, got it. 3. That's a 3, and what had been an 8-point lead is now a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that's how quickly it can turn around.
Yeah, 21-20. They go inside the Bowman. The ball is stolen away.
That was a nice read that time by Vaughn.
Yeah.
He turned it over.
Steps taken that time by Mark Vaughn. So Vaughn, who caused the turnover, winds up turning the ball over himself. Jimenez coming in. He'll take Viatoro's place.
Garcia also back into the ball game.
Tigers slowing it down a little bit. Now here's the ball stolen away. Robinson with the drive, puts the shot up, no good. And he'll go to the line for two. Stephon Robinson is a senior. His first attempt at the line tonight.
Foul was on Bowman. I think that's his second. With only 3 team fouls on Irving so far.
Yeah. Robinson ties it up. 21 all. 9 straight points by the Marauders. Make it 10. Well, not 9 straight points, but actually they now lead by 1.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, exactly. Garcia thought about taking a shot and then decided against it. This is a menace. Ball stolen away. Mayhew going to go up for the layup. Hooks it up and in and is fouled in the act of shooting.
RJ, if you're going to foul the guy, make it count. Don't let him get a shot off like this. Nice steal here, as you see Mayhew, and then just puts it up. And he gets hacked, and a chance at a 3-point play now for Mayhew.
Shot is off the mark. Bowman with the rebound. The Tigers have scored just 5 points in the second quarter. Will's shot is up and in. 24-23. This is Adams. From the wing, Mayhew's shot got the tray.
Mayhew's got that stroke going. 10 in this quarter for him.
This is Garcia from the foul line. Got it. Mayhew with the ball, feeds his teammate who shoots, and he hits a tray. That three-pointer that time by Brandon Smithy. This is Jimenez putting the shot up, hoping that he'd draw a foul, but took steps instead. So it had been an 8-point lead for the Tigers, is now a 5-point lead by the Marauders. Talk about a 13-point swing.
Well, these Marauders have played quite well in this quarter.
Yes, they have.
Good defense. I think that's what's triggered this.
Yeah, definitely. This is Robinson back to Mayhew. Adams at the top of the circle, feeds Mayhew. The shot is up and no good. A loose ball underneath and a whistle sounds. And they're going to say it'll be Irving ball.
Yeah, Adams tipped it up into the back of the backboard. So
coming down to the closing minute of the first half. A menace to Thomas. That's Villatoro. Ball slipped out of his hands, trying to follow up and couldn't make it. And Smithy travels with the ball.
Too many steps, not enough dribbles.
Yeah. Tariq Wilkerson coming in for the first time in tonight's game.
Will's going to check back in.
Garcia out. Bowman out. So they want the faster lineup in there right now as opposed to the two bigger guys.
Jimenez coming in as well.
Yeah. This is Thomas with the ball. Thomas up against Smithy. Thomas with it. Long cross-court pass to Wilkerson. He feeds Wills. Will's just taking some time off the court. Drives to the basket. Now the shot from the wing is way short. Loose ball taken off by Adams. 8 seconds to go. And Adams took steps. So we have 6 seconds to go. The Tigers will have the ball in offensive court. Garcia going to come back in. And Wilkerson comes out. You figure Villatoro is the guy to put up a 3 here, but we'll have to wait and see. Wheeler now back in for the Marauders. Stepping on the line and turning the ball over was Thomas. Took 2 seconds to turn the ball over. Now we have 4 seconds.
They need one more player. So they're just going to play with 4. Now finally they bring somebody out there and they're going to call a timeout.
Well, the whole point of this exercise is to get the right guys in there playing defense on these final 4 seconds. But a big turnaround in this quarter for the Marauders. Boy, they've really done very well, scoring 17 points and leading at 30-25.
Yeah, they've outscored them 17-9 here, so. Coach Sarter there. Up there.
So we're about ready, and the Tigers apparently not going to press. They're going to let them bring the ball in. This is Robinson. Robinson driving, shooting, no good. And that's the half. But a very productive half for the Marauders as they leave the court with a 5-point lead. It is Marcus 30 and Irving 25. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
Tigers trail by 5 at the turn. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. And it was the Tigers who were really hot in the first quarter. As you get the steal here by Wills, he goes in for the 2 points, hits the deck. And then Villatoro on delay, hits one from way out, gets the 3. Villatoro with a good first half. Nice pass inside. Bowman goes off the glass. And here's a nice swift move. Wills, little hitch and go, and lays it up and in, hard way. But then Marcus comes back, and they do a terrific job. Mayhew with 2 of his 13 first half points. Here's the move to Adams, and boom! Knocks that home, and then Adams passes off from the corner. Here's Mayhew. He gets the tray, and just to show you it wasn't an accident, he does it again. And at the turn, again, it's a 5-point lead for Marcus, and Mayhew has been the big guy, 13 points so far. Adams with 8. Vaughn each and Holden each scoring a deuce. 4. The Irving Tigers. Villatoro leading the way with 9. I'm sorry, I don't have Mitchell scoring anything.
He doesn't.
Mitchell hasn't scored. It's Chris Garcia and R.J. Wills with each with 6. Thomas and Bowman each with 2 points. So, coming up next week on ICTN, Bob, soccer.
Prep school soccer we'll have, you know.
Yeah, the Hawks of Cistercian will take on the Trailblazers from Highlands, and we'll have that for you next week right here on ICTN. Getting ready for the second half of action, and here with the second half is Bob Berry.
Marcus to inbound the ball, Jack Holden to do the honors. Holden, the senior for the Marauders, feeds Willie. Mr. Wheeler up against Villatoro. Back to Holden. This team really passes the ball well.
They do. Irving in the zone right now.
That's Adams' turn. Loose ball. No foul called. And here come the Tigers. Mitchell. Shot no good. Wheeler quickly up. Across the way, the shot is up and no good. And Bowman clears the board. Wills took steps as he fed Garcia. Garcia, Bowman, Viatora, Mitchell, and Wills out there for the Irving Tigers. This is Holden with it. Wheeler feeds Adams. His shot folds in. Adams now with 10 points. Viatora drives, shoots, no good. And the board taken down by Adams. Quickly, up come the Marauders. Mayhew shot no good. Rebound is up, no good. Touch tap, rebound, no good. Still no good, and finally, still no good. Wow.
5 shots at it, and they didn't get it.
Boy, that just, I mean, I know they're leading by 7, but that just kills you when you can't put in a one foot rebound.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Well, it happens.
Now they are removing the glass from the basket. No wonder they couldn't go in. Viatora with it. Gets it into Mitchell, back to Viatora. This is Garcia. He feeds Wills, who goes for the 3 points, no good. Viatora, the rebound. He's shot up, no good, and he's fouled in the act of shooting.
So the littlest guy on the court gets the rebound and puts it up.
Yeah. Go figure.
What's wrong with this picture? Foul before he took the shot, I guess.
He was, yeah. Garcia has it. Dishes out to Viatora. This is Mitchell. Puts his shot up, no good, but he's fouled in the act of shooting.
Mitchell this year, 33% from the line. One of the footballers still trying to get his basketball legs about him. Did a heck of a job for the Tigers on the football field this year.
He most certainly did. Good receiver.
Yes, he was.
So Mr. Mitchell has the first of 2 shots. Second one up and in. Hit them both. That'll improve his average from the foul line.
Yeah.
This is Mayhew. Holden on the wing, back to Mayhew. Mayhew thought about taking a 3-pointer. Contact made, no whistle sounds. Ball picked up by Mayhew. Mayhew the drive, passes off to Holden.
Tigers are playing some good defense.
Yes, they are. There's a shot for 3, and hitting it. Boy, there's that guy again, Mayhew. He's got 16 points.
Again, nice patience by Marcus.
Viatora from downtown, no good. And the ball taken off by Marcus. Wheeler quickly in the forecourt. Wheeler passes to his teammate. His shot, no good. Loose ball underneath, and let's see. Garcia takes it, and now a foul going to be called.
Tell you what, Garcia's
been active.
He's been very physical, let's put it that way.
Bunch
They're
of guys in
fighting it out
there,
over
yeah. So now we're back live. The Tigers with the ball. This is Villatoro to Wills. Villatoro goes in a moment, back to Wills. Villatoro has it, drives. Will take the scoop shot, no good, but he's fouled. No, they say he took steps before he took the shot. So it's a turnover. Thomas coming in will replace Bowman for the Irving Tigers. Nearing the halfway mark here in the third quarter. Not much scoring thus far. In fact, the Tigers been held just 2 points. That was Mitchell's 2 foul shots. This is Wheeler. Passing off to Mayhew. Goes for 3. No good. And Garcia's got the board. This is Villatoro.
Whoa.
Villatoro with the floater. Villatoro putting on a little bit of a show that time.
Wasn't that sweet? Man alive. Talk about leaving some boys' jock straps out on the floor that time. Look at these moves by Villatoro. Oh, love that one.
Here's Holden. His 10-foot shot, no good. Mitchell the board. Wills comes down. Gets it back out to Thomas. Thomas passes to Garcia. His shot is up and in. Garcia now with 8 points.
The Tigers starting to heat it up a little bit.
They've cut him to 4. Wheeler the drive. And let's see what they're going to call. Foul on Wills. Holden hits Adams. His shot no good, but he gets the rebound. His shot is up and blocked, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Adams, a tremendously gifted ball player, very graceful.
Well, there's a reason New Mexico's given him a full ride.
Adams now with 11 points. Now make it 12. This is Villatoro driving, passing off to Garcia, who blows the layup. Mitchell underneath it, loses the ball. You got a 3-on-2 with Adams. Wow.
Mitchell might get a foul there. What do you think?
I would think so. Adams probably wondering, who was that hit me in the back? Because he really got drilled.
Well, that was a wide receiver.
Hey, they're supposed to catch the ball.
Well, sometimes they got to go out there and set picks, Bob.
Yeah, I guess so. Adams has had 5 opportunities from the foul line. He's aced them all. Trevor Deeks coming in for the first time for the Irving Tigers. You got Mitchell, Thomas, Villatoro, Garcia, and now Deeks out on the court for the Tigers. Adams' next foul shot is up and good again. So the 8-point lead has been once again gained by the Marauders. This is Deeks with it, back to Villatoro. Deeks will take it outside. Nice save that time by Thomas. What could have been an errant pass. Villatoro will take it back out. He's up against Adams right now. The shot up and in. A tray by Meeks. Trevor Deeks hits the tray. Whistle sounds underneath.
That's Daniel Allen.
I beg your pardon.
Number 3.
I stand corrected, right? It's Allen. Don't want to take anything away from this young man.
Yeah.
Much less a three-point shot. 39-34 the score. Stolen away by Villatoro. Lays it up and blows it.
Oh, son.
And steps taken by Robinson.
Yeah, that's good defense there under pressure, but he had that great move, and then he blew the simple layup there. Of course, it's easy for me to say it's simple.
Easy, yeah.
Bench, isn't it?
Exactly. Perla back in the game for the Tigers. Villatoro loses it, but saved by Allen. And Allen, let's see.
He got his arm hacked as he passed the
It
ball.
was hit. Okay. That's just the 4th foul against the Marauders. Both teams have picked up 4 fouls.
Officials so far have been pretty good at swallowing their whistles.
Yeah. A shot from the side by Villatoro, no good.
Oh, heads up move that time by
Allen,
Daniel.
yeah.
Daniel Allen.
Allen slamming it off the foot of Robinson.
Look at this heads up move in the air. He's in no man's land. Instead, he slams it off the leg of Stephon Robinson.
R.J. Wills with the ball gets it back out to Villatoro. See the zone defense being applied by the Marauders. Wills shot good. He now has 8 points. It's 39-36. So it had been an 8-point lead for the Marauders. He's down to 3. Pushing off should be the call against number 5. Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
For Plank.
Verplank. That was so obvious, even I saw it.
Sometimes they make it easy for us, Bob.
Yeah, right. So Perla comes out. And we have Jimenez, Garcia, Allen, Wills, and Villatoro. They are the 5 Tiger players on the court right now. This is Allen with it. Coach Perry
signaling one.
Coach Perry wants him to hold for the ace. One shot. Villatoro puts it up. No good. Shot at the buzzer by Wills. No good. So the third quarter now in the books. The Marauders lead by 3, 39-36. We'll be back in a moment.
(39-36) as we get ready for the fourth quarter of action. Tigers are trailing the Marcus Marauders. And let's get it set. Bob, take us out for this final quarter.
That will do. Coach Perry, before the game, talked to Lance and myself and said one of the problems his team had was They just seemed to fade in the fourth quarter. Didn't score many points at all. So let's see if that happens again, or if they're able to really put some points up on the board. Wills with it, feeds Jimenez. His shot is up and in. We're tied at 39. That's the way to put some points up on the board quickly. That's for sure. Mayhew for three, in and out.
Boy, Mayhew's been cold the last
good
quarter.
Rebound by Bowman. This is Allen.
Whoa.
Almost across the line, but not quite. Villatoro was able to save it. Villatoro, the running shot, no good. Bowman, nice work on the boards that time by Bowman. Loose ball fought for, and Allen comes up with it. Referee's got to get out of the way of these flying bodies. This is Holden. We'll pull it back.
Yeah, they're a lot younger and faster.
Yeah. Meaner, too.
Oh, that's true, too.
Wheeler goes inside to Holden. Passes out that time. Back to Wheeler. One-handed jumper up, no good. And then again, Bowman with a very strong rebound. He's been good off the boards. Villatoro puts one up and in. A pair of trays for the Tigers, and they lead it by 3, 42-39.
That's the thing about being a shooter. You got to have a short memory, and just keep. If you feel comfortable, keep putting them up, as long as the coach lets you do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So a timeout taken.
Turnover, actually.
Oh, a turnover.
Yeah,
my bad.
Turnover. Yeah. Vaughn coming out for the Marauders. Holden in now. So here come the Tigers. They've got the ball and a 3-point lead on play at their gym. Villatoro again, no good. And again, a great rebound by Mr. Bowman. Jimenez for 3, no good. Allen comes down with the rebound. Feeds Mayhew, his shot up and in. Pretty pass by Allen. Nice shot by Mayhew. It's a 1-point lead for the Tigers.
Foul away from the ball and pushing off.
Yeah, that's Wheeler picking up the 16th foul for the Marcus Marauders. The Tigers have got 4. The Marauders have 6. So the Tigers just 1 foul away from going to the line on 1-1.
Better hurry.
Wills gets it off to Bowman. And let's see the call underneath.
Tigers took a timeout.
Okay.
They saw danger, and
Yeah.
for good reason.
Exactly, right. Bowman had the ball. He was double teamed. He couldn't find anyone to pass off to. And quickly a timeout was called.
And I think, and there's in the audience here tonight, Chuck Cooperstein, who is the voice of the Dallas Mavericks. We are really blessed here in Dallas. We got, of the major sports, we got 4 great radio guys who do play-by-play. Chuck being one of them, Brad Sham of the Cowboys, Eric Nadell of the Texas Rangers, Ralph Strangis of the Stars. And Chuck is one of the great memories. I mean, he's able to remember the most obscure facts. You want to know who finished 3rd in the 1956 PGA or something, he'll tell you. I mean, they used to call him on the ticket the Authority. Or,
the Authority.
Yeah, and he is. I mean, Chuck has a tremendous memory for obscure trivia like that.
He's a typical New Yorker.
But, boy, I tell you what, though, he calls a good game on the radio. I mean,
he does.
Boom, boom. He can keep up with those fast breaks.
If you ever want to see him get a little perturbed, ask him what he thinks about Tom Seaver.
Well, some of our childhood heroes ain't what they thought we'd be, huh? Is that it, huh?
Chuck was so burned by Tom Seaver, he gave up on baseball. Really. I don't know if he's back in baseball now. But he just disassociated himself with the game.
Well, he's got a good gig with Mark Cuban, that's for sure.
This is Wills with the ball, giving it off now to a Menace. Little weave going on right now by the Tigers. This is Mitchell.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. Uh-oh.
A foul that time against Villatoro. That's the 15th foul against the Tigers. The Menace will come off the bench. We got Bowman, Thomas, Mitchell, Wills, and Villatoro. They're the five for the Tigers right now. The Marauders down by 1, 42-41.
That's been a terrific game.
Allen loses the ball. And let's see. It's going to be Marauder ball.
Love the hustle here by Wills. Look at him chase after that. Get those floorboards, son. You'll regret it when you're 40, but for now it's great.
The shot by Holden way off the mark. Tigers with the ball and a 1-point lead. Villatoro with it. Now Mitchell. He feeds Thomas back to Villatoro from downtown. You kidding me? Got it. Whoa. That is his 4th tray of the night. Villatoro with 17 points. Allen puts one up. No good.
Boy, Adams has been pretty much silenced here in the second half. He has 6, but has really not been the factor you'd think.
Halfway through the 4th quarter, the Tigers with a 4-point lead. Villatoro, his shot blocked, and he is fouled in the act of shooting, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Adams hit the ball, but he also hit the body too, and Villatoro shoot a pair. Watch him come in here, and he's only giving up about foot
and a lot of weight.
Yeah, probably about 90 pounds. Yeah.
Villatoro hits the first of 2. The Tigers now with a 5-point lead. They've been down by as many as 8. They've been up by as many as 8. Right now they lead by 5.
Well, Marcus with only 2 in this quarter so far.
Oh, here come the Marauders. Shot by Robinson, no good. Rebound, no good. And again, Bowman with it has the ball stolen. Shot up and fouled is Adams.
Adams is asserting himself there on the baseline. Bowman grabs the rebound, and Adams stripped it away nicely, puts it off the glass, and he gets the shooter's roll, and now a chance at a 3-point play. Stephen Perry questioning the official Chris Williams there.
We've seen Chris for a long time. Adams 7 for 7 from the foul line. His team down by 2, 46-44. There's Thomas with it. Marauders trying to use some pressure that time, but the Tigers were able to break it.
Push off.
This is going to be the 7th team foul against the Marauders.
Holden gets that foul.
So Thomas is the shooter for 1 and 1. This is crunch time from the foul line.
Yeah, he hits the all-important first one.
Got them both. Tigers up by 4, 48-44. Robinson in the corner. Gets it back to Wheeler. This is Mayhew on the drive. Passes to Allen. Allen shot no good, but he took steps.
Yeah, Adams took steps that time.
Here's Thomas bringing it across the timeline. He's up against Holden. Shot is up and in.
Thomas with a heck of a move there, wasn't it?
Yeah. And a blocking foul against Adams.
Sense a little frustration on the face right now of Adams.
Yeah. The Tigers up by 6. Thomas trying to make this a 3-point play. No good. Robinson having on the outside. Driving is Mayhew. You got to watch him because he is a shooter. Wheeler with the ball is not. Mayhew's shot around, no good. And the rebound taken off by Robinson. His shot no good. And jamming it in is Adams. And let's see what they're calling. No basket. Let's watch it again on the replay. He slams it home. And he does get the 2 points. Okay.
Yeah.
They were real slow in putting up those 2 points on the scoreboard.
And while we got a moment, let's talk about the good folk who bring you the ball game of the week each week on ICTN. Of course, I speak of our longtime sponsor, Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning. They're a charter sponsor here of the game of the week, and that means they've been with us since we started doing these broadcasts. I think it was about 1967 when we had Jerry West and the Lakers, and Elgin Baylor was playing. I had to find a way to get
in
to
Elgin Baylor. Yeah.
But we do thank the Stavely folks for bringing you the ball game of the week each week on ICTN. Number 22, Elgin Baylor. Yeah, he was a heck of a player for the Lakers.
Came out of a nondescript school, Seattle University.
Yeah.
I'm sure people who attend Seattle University would not be kind to me saying that it's a nondescript school.
Well,
but it's certainly not a basketball
it's sure
powerhouse.
It's sure not a sports power, that's for sure.
The nice thing about Seattle University is the town in which they're located. Beautiful city.
It really is. If you like water, that's a place to go.
Thomas being double teamed, gets it back out to Wills. Now hit via Toro to Mitchell to Bowman, and Bowman is stripped of the ball. Good ball handling by the Tigers and great defense by the Marauders. Exactly 2 minutes remaining in the game.
It looked like Bowman might have been fouled there. As I said, the officials have not been blowing the whistle a lot.
Villatoro. Loose ball, fought for. Villatoro has it. Just throws it up, no good, but Mitchell's rebound is good.
Well, I think he felt a body Villatoro on him, and so he just decided to put it up thinking he'd get the foul and maybe shoot free throws.
6-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Adams. And the ball knocked out of his hands, and they say it's going to be Tiger ball. Adams does not like that call.
Well, it's crunch time, and they're going to their best player. But that time, Adams doesn't respond. Now full court pressure, naturally.
Villatoro with the ball. Boy, he can really handle it, can't he? Bowman with it. His reverse layup, no good. And let's see who they're going to call the foul against.
I think Adams was over the back, was he?
I think they're Villatoro. No, it's Bowman who'll draw the foul.
Bowman got the foul because watch. Bowman with a nice baseline moves, but watch him, pushed off. So it'll be 1-1 here.
7th team foul against the Tigers. Adams shooting 1-1. He hasn't missed a foul shot yet tonight. The Marauders have committed 9 team fouls. Tigers with a 5-point lead, 52-47, 1:25 remaining in the game. Missed it. Wow.
Well, he is human.
Yep. Villatoro with it. Villatoro shot no good. Bowman turns, and it's no good. And why are they taking shots?
Always puzzles me too, Bob. They have the lead in the ball. Run some clock.
Adams puts the shot up. No good.
Almost, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know Villatoro was open and everything, but you know what? You got to play smart heads-up basketball.
Definitely.
You got to pull it back and watch Adams move here, though. Almost gets it to fall. He'll shoot 2.
So he goes back to the line. Wow, he's missed 2 in a row. He had 8 straight foul shots. He's missed his last 2.
Now Garcia comes in for Bowman.
Bowman's the better rebounder. Garcia's the better shooter. It's a 4-point game. Wilkes with the ball. Passes to Garcia. He shot up. No good. Ball thrown away. They're going to call Villatoro for a foul.
With very not happy with the call here.
With 49 seconds to go.
Well, it was a running play there. Now Wheeler will shoot 1-1 when we come back.
And this is going to be interesting because Wheeler hasn't had a shot in the entire game. But he's going to get at least 1 and maybe 2.
Well, there was another time, though, Bob, there that Garcia taking that shot and maybe kill some more clock instead.
Exactly, yeah. Plus the fact that you want to force the Marauders to foul you rather than shoot the ball because they've committed 19 fouls. 1 more foul and you get the double bonus.
And who knows, you maybe foul someone out of the game. In 2 weeks, we will be up in MacArthur. First chance to see Susie O'Schlegel's Lady Cardinals as they take on the Mustangs from Grapevine. That's in 2 weeks right here on ICTN.
So Wheeler, the playmaker, as we said, has not taken a shot in tonight's game, but he's going to have his opportunity right now. Michael Wheeler on the line, shooting 1 and 1. Got the first one, now he'll shoot the bonus. Try to move his team within 2 points. Remember, not too long ago, the Tigers had a 6-point lead. Now it's down to 3. And if Wheeler hits this one, it's 2. And it's still 3. Ball out of bounds, it'll be Tiger ball. So the Tigers have got the ball, a 3-point lead, 47 seconds to go. And let's see. Coach Perry is putting in Jimenez. And Garcia comes out. You don't want height in there right now. You want ball handlers and speed.
Right.
This is Thomas with the ball. And he's fouled. And that's the 10th team foul. Thomas gets 2 shots. So the all-important accuracy from the foul line comes up again here tonight. Thomas has had 3 opportunities from the foul line. He's made 2 out of 3. Tigers have a 4-point lead. He hits this one. It means the Marauders will have to get 2 possessions to tie the game. And that's exactly what it does. Hits it at crunch time. Wheeler with the ball. Wheeler driving. Wheeler shooting and hitting.
Vasos Los. Wheeler all of a sudden becomes the shooter.
38 seconds to go. And the Tigers with a 3-point lead. Here's Wheeler driving. Got the opening in the lane, found it, took it, and banked it in off the glass. Very nicely done.
Good job. Again, a 3-point play, or a 3-point lead, I should say. And it has been a dandy ball game. You know, both these teams coming in here in the afternoon. So I wonder how much, you know, that plays a factor in it. You know, you're used to playing at night. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what you think. It's still kind of a mental thing. But, you know, well, they both had to do it. I mean, that's.
This play, by the way, you see Perry drawing up the play.
So if we make a left here, and then we go to Whataburger, and then you hook around at McDonald's, and you go to Arby's, and okay.
You know, you can talk about setting screens and what have you, but basically, again, like Lance and I say, you don't really need the shot.
No,
you've got the lead.
You got the ball.
You've got the ball.
Force them to foul you.
And you've got the clock in your favor. This is not a time really to put up a shot.
They got number 14 in the ballgame. He's not on my roster.
No, mine either. Have no idea.
But I suspect he's in there to foul.
Well, he did. He fouled Thomas.
Yeah. Suspect he's going to do it again here. Call time. Good idea.
Couldn't get the ball in, so they called time.
Smart play by Thomas.
Wills could not find anybody in there, so they called the timeout. The Tigers have 2 timeouts left. The Marauders have 1. Now, usually when it comes to timeouts, they're always important, obviously, but usually they're more noted in football when you're talking about timeouts.
Well, because you want to stop the clock, yeah.
Now, both teams, with this timeout, the Tigers are now down to 1. They had 2. They've just burned 1, so they have 1 left. Both teams have a timeout left. There's Coach Cody.
Wouldn't be surprised to see this time the Tigers have one of the taller guys try to trigger it in and have somebody break long and try to maybe hit him with an over-the-shoulder pass or something.
I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so, the taller guys are not as agile throwing the ball. So we'll see. I think basically you're going to have your quicker guys out there. Let's just see what happens now. Mitchell's coming out along with Thomas, Wills, Viatora, and Menace. You know, the Marauders are really going to put on the pressure now. They've got to. In fact, they're not going to have anybody as Wills tries to inbound this ball. That's Thomas. Back to Wills. Wills with it. And Wills took
his
step.
pivot foot slid, yeah. That's a good call.
32 seconds to go. And the Marauders will have the ball.
Watch that. Yep, see that pivot foot move. That was a good call.
Wheeler to inbound. This is Allen.
Adams got it stolen away.
Passes to his teammate who banks it in for the basket. It's a 1-point lead. Wheeler hit the point. Viatoro is fouled with 21 seconds to go. The Tigers have a 1-point lead, 54-53. Viatoro gets 2 shots because his team is in the double bonus.
Wheeler, who had been silenced throughout the entire game, has come alive here at the end of the ball game with 5 points.
Yeah.
Viatoro. He's played nearly the entire ball game. He's taken a couple of rests, but wow. Game on the line. Here it is.
He hit that one. Tigers up by 2. (55-53). Villatoro puts it up, puts it in.
And Villatoro now with 20 points tonight.
21 seconds remaining. The Marauders have the ball.
They have one timeout remaining.
Looking for a three-point play. Driving is Wheeler. And a whistle sounds underneath. Let's see what the call is.
We're pushed out. Yeah, it was
Villatoro committed the foul.
Yeah.
So Wheeler has 2 shots from the line. His team down by 3. They're down by 2.
Bowman in. Get some more height to crash the boards here.
Just in case Wheeler, just in case Wheeler misses the shot. Wheeler's second shot comes up with 14 seconds remaining. He's got it. A 1-point lead for the Tigers. And time taken by Coach Perry. He's using his final timeout.
No, he's not.
Oh,
he just put a new guy into the game.
Put a guy into the game. Okay, we stand corrected.
Want to get another ball handler in.
Villatoro with the ball, and he is fouled.
You think?
Well, no time came off the clock. 12 seconds or still 12 seconds.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Well, it's Irving controlling the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, we're told they went from 14 to 12.
So again, Villatoro on the line for 2 shots. Both teams now with a double bonus. 56-55. Villatoro puts the first one up and in. Allen coming in now. And Jimenez coming out.
Want a little more speed.
Big shot coming up now. Villatoro hits it again. Wow. And we've got a timeout called by the Marauders. 12 seconds remaining. The Tigers lead it by 3 points. Other than that, it's been a dull game.
Yeah, it has.
It has. Boring.
Villatoro is 5 out of 6 here in the final quarter from the free throw line. He's had himself a heck of a ball game. 22 points.
Yeah, 5. He had 5 foul shots and 2 3-pointers. That's 14 points in this quarter. And again, is the shortest guy on the court, and also one of the best ball players on the court.
Well, he is that, no question.
Nice to be tall in this game, but it's even better to be talented.
I wouldn't know. I haven't been either, so. it was a moot point with me. I was one of the guys, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, we got Brown, all right.
Here we go, 12 seconds remaining. Going to be interesting to see if the Tigers press at all, or if they just concede and let the Marauders come into.
Well, they're going to pick it up at half court, it looks like.
Yeah, Coach Perry wants them to press. This is Wheeler. Wheeler driving. Mayhew for 3. No good. The Tigers have got the ball. A foul call with 3 seconds to go. The Tigers going to win this game. Wow, this is a big victory for Coach Perry and his players.
Well, if Thomas really sinks one of these, the ball game's pretty much over then. Still a possibility here, but Mayhew has been ice cold here in the second half.
Big smile.
That's it.
Thomas hits the foul shot.
Now you can turn out the lights.
And it was the foul shooting in this fourth quarter that gave the Tigers this victory. We said that in the past they'd had trouble scoring in the fourth quarter. Not tonight. 60-55, the final score. Ball stolen away by Villatoro. That's the game, and a big victory for the Irving Tigers. Irving 60, and the Marcus Marauders, who came into this game undefeated, suffer their first loss. 60-55 Irving. Lance Braun's going to be talking to head coach Perry in just a moment. A big victory, as we said, for the Irving Tigers. We'll be back with the statistics and the interview in just a moment. $60-55, the final score. We had some outstanding athleticism in tonight's game. Let's show you what we call the plays of the game. And it's Mr. Villatoro putting up some trays. This is a floating layup for one. Now he's going to come back with a penetration, putting up that one. And now let's take it to Lance Braun and head coach Perry.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Coach, a really boring ball game here this afternoon.
Well, we aim to please, but nerves, a lot of nerves. I thought the guys finished. That's one of the things we talked about. First of all, proud of them. Heck of a game, heck of a battle. But we talked about how we hadn't been completing games. You know, there for the stretch, they panicked. They took some unnecessary shots when we had the lead. You know, but then they regrouped in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. They regrouped and played with poise.
Your kids were excellent on defense, I thought, today. They were really getting back. They were moving. They were blocking. They were doing a really good job. Both teams played good defense, in fact, there. But your kids really excelled, I thought, today.
Okay, thank you. This was the first time we went to a zone this year. You know, we knew it'd be a challenge with Marcus. Like you said, they're a good team, got size. You know, so we went kind of big along the back line, you know, to give us rebounding, better rebounding. And again, I mean, these guys are just coming together. They haven't been together long. We just got about 5 football players, you know, but it's probably the best game we played all year.
All right, and the free throw shooting at crunch time did it for you.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I told them they're coming to foul you. They're going to put you on the line, and I'm not sure. I believe Kevon Thomas, Nelson Villatoro. I think we went 12 for 15 from the line in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Heck of a fourth quarter.
It was a heck of a game.
Appreciate that.
All right, congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, let's send it back to Bob Berry.
What a game this has been. 60-55, the final score. Some outstanding plays on both sides of the court. Mr. Villatoro really with some outstanding playing, and we call it the plays of the game. Watch this young man right here. There's one tray. Thomas passes to Villatoro, puts up a quickie. Bam, hits it again for another tray. And one from downtown, still hitting again. So Villatoro really hot. The scoring for Marcus Adams, the high man, with 21. Mayhew had 18. Then you see the other cast of characters. Wheeler, who hadn't taken a shot the entire game, scored 7 points in the last few minutes, but couldn't pull it out for his team. And for the Irving Tigers, Villatoro with 23, Thomas with 10, with 6 of those being clutch shots from the foul line. Garcia and Wills both with 8, Mitchell with 4, Allen and Amenis with 3 each, and Bowman with 1. So 60-55, the final score. Glad you could join us for tonight's game. It was really a thriller. For Lance Braun, I'm Bob Berry. Thank you very much for joining us. We wish you a most pleasant good night.
Irving Game of the Week has been brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning,